Guys, sad show. I'm gonna give you a sad. What up? What up? What up?
What is that?
You guys want to know why I'm sad?
Why?
We're a quarter of the year through football, just like that.
Yep.
It's happened so quick. So
Almost 25%.
yeah, I mean,
23%.
I look at it from a fantasy aspect. So hold on, let me change my light. I need you guys to see me. Okay. What up, them boys?
Yeah, 23.529%. So
Hey, pie time. Hey, you gotta love it. Yeah, dude. Hey, it's all happening so fast. So I know I'm supposed to start the show, and what up, what up, what up? Get right, Fantasy Network. I'm here. It's always great when I got Ant and I got Frank with me. They're both here. What's up, guys?
I'm back.
What's
I'm
up,
ready.
what's up, people? Yeah.
What's up, man?
Anthony,
Like,
Anthony,
that's
please
when we
wait.
dropped the intro. We remember that's when you dropped the intro. It's a double
Yes.
intro.
Oh,
What up, Bobby? Shout out to Bobby.
dude. Hey, we're gonna talk about our trades today, my boy.
What?
Hey,
Oh yeah, now we're gonna talk about it.
hey,
I think
Bobby,
Jerry might even get
hey.
on eventually too, so that'll be cool.
Hey, you gotta love it. So as everybody knows, right? Get Right Fantasy Network sleeves are rolled up. If you haven't yet, we'll put the plug up right now. I don't know who's on the ones and twos over there, Ant or Frank.
Got you.
Underdog. Oh,
That's
that was quick, bro. Boom. Get Right. Underdog Fantasy. If you haven't got on it yet, get on it. Get free money. Use code Get Right. Boom. We have to say that. Shout out to our sponsors. Still looking for legal Zoom sponsors, all that kind of stuff. Promo code in the chat. Wait. In
The other
chat.
way.
It's the other way.
In
The other
the
way.
chat, bros. Hey, so we're here.
It's always
Man.
opposite. Like, all right, no, this way. Let's go.
Hey.
Come on. What do we got?
Let's do it.
Hey, life's hitting us fast, man. So, like I said, what did Ant say? We're 3.25% way through the season, or 30.
23.529.
It almost hurts my feelings. So for a lot of us, right? We did the overreaction show. If you guys caught that, if not, make sure you tune in on Wednesdays. We're going over injuries, stuff like that. Real basic, and we get into it more as the week goes on because we have our Wednesday show, we have our Friday show. So a lot of stuff has happened. Waiver wires are going crazy. Fab money's being spent, and that's what we're here to talk about. So I could tell you guys from my own perspective, and it's funny because we kind of put all the stuff on air that we've been talking about in our own specific group chats and sleeper channel. If you're not on the sleeper channel, make sure you get into that too, because hey, I'll do the first one. Real shit. We're dropping injuries. Like, instead of logging into whatever you log into, I'm not going to hate on other channels. Instead of logging into them, turning notifications on. We have a sleeper channel where we're going through everybody, who practiced, who didn't, who's a factor, who's not, who's going on IR. Like, shout out to Mike, shout out to Wilson. These guys have been working
all day,
8 hours a day. Like, Mike was going on overtime today. Because it's Wednesday. That's when we're really going to find out what's going on.
Got a trade from Wilson.
Oh, I don't know if we want to talk about a Wilson trade this early. Go ahead, hey, shoot it. And I'm gonna start talking about do I say Gigi's mom squad?
He's trying to say, I don't understand this. He's trying to say Baker Mayfield, Christian Kirk, Logan Thomas for Jalen Hurts. Or he's offering me that. I always get confused. I have Jalen Hurts, so it must be the other way around. So he's trying to give me Mayfield, Thomas, and Kirk.
Mayfield, Logan Thomas, and Christian Kirk?
Yeah, Logan Thomas just went on IR.
Hey, shout out to Wilson. Hey, You
He's
can throw him
working
some
it.
fab money. He already put his business out there. He's fucking accept
Ooh,
first
that's
bet.
fun.
All right, here I go.
Write it down.
So you keep mentioning fab money, and it's one of the subjects we wanted to talk about tonight, man. I want to get to it. This,
Break it
recently,
in, Frank.
obviously, the newest
Yeah,
pickup of the week, right, was
Damian
Williams, right?
Yeah.
And I threw out some money, fab money, and it
I
turns out when
forgot
we
to
were
put my
talking,
bid
I
in.
threw out a 37 fab bid, and so did Dustin. Ended up giving that same number. I think it was a 37 fab bid, and I was like, "Whoa, what did it end up winning? What went on that, Anthony?"
What was it?
I think it was like 76 or something. This was in the listener league, I believe it was.
Yeah, so you have a $200 fab budget, and he took what, like almost half, basically, almost. Obviously, like 65% of his
Close.
fab budget on one guy. I just thought it was too much. I said, I think these guys are overspending on some of those guys. They're gonna run out of money, and then by the end of the year, when you really need somebody or somebody goes down on your team or something
75
happens,
by
you're just
Luke
not
Camp
gonna get Luke
and
Camp,
Wilson.
75 by Luke Camp.
Wilson also
And Wilson was up
put
there.
75 on it.
How
And
can you tell Wilson put 75?
they both
That's
did. You can
interesting.
see all the bids. So they have
Hey,
there's a
Wilson's
total
getting
of 8
busted out
bids.
right
Yeah,
now
there's
by
a total
them
of 8
boys.
bids.
He tried to give me
Hey.
Baker, Thomas, and Robbie for Donald.
There it is. Listener league update,
I am open
baby.
for trades, but I'm open for legit trades.
Whoa. Frank's open.
I would do
Swing it.
that.
Hey, so
I
yeah,
put a
so that's how it went, man.
67 offer on it.
Yeah, so it went Luke Camp for 75. He won it. I think he probably put his bid in first, his $75 bid in first, followed
Is
by
that how
Wilson with
tiebreaker works, or
75.
what?
Yep, I believe so. And then
Wow.
Dim Boys for 67, Cowbeck
So,
for 62, and then
so now
it would
you
have
hear it
been
first.
me for
I wonder what happens
56.
if you put it in first at 100 and then you lower it to 75.
Hold on. Go ahead, Ant, because I didn't
Anyways,
know that you can look at who bet what on
Yeah.
these. So I'm learning right now.
Yeah, so 75 for Luke Camp, 75 for Wilson, 67 for Dim Boys, 62 for Cowbeck. And then it would have been me had I got my bid in for 56. And then it went Mike for 50. And then Frank for 36. You came in at 26, Dustin.
I was 20.
Yeah, and
Hey, me and
Magoats was at
Frank, bro, we're tight
25.
with that money, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
we're
and
tight with that money.
Magoats was in there at 25. So a lot of action, man. So to me,
Hey.
it kind of spins off perfect, man. That's the time you start to maybe sell that guy. So maybe
yeah,
you
I don't
flip
know.
that guy.
I thought 36 was way too much. Even when I was spinning, I was like, oh, maybe that'll lock it in, whatever. No, I was way off. And is the guy really worth that much? Like, is David
Hey, I
Montgomery
just
out for the season, or
Potential
is he
4 to
coming
5
back?
week starter. I mean, it's a potential 4 to 5 week starter, man. That's a good chunk of time. You can worry
Yeah,
about
hey,
something else
but is it
later.
worth that much of your fab for that chunk of time?
It is, man. You can.
so we were talking about it. I think the numbers is my favorite part of it. Look at all those numbers. It's 67 because just in case somebody puts 66 or somebody puts 65 or I'm going to
Yeah.
put 11 in case somebody puts 10 or I'm going to put
You went
17 in case they
26
put
in case
16.
someone put 25.
Yeah.
And you
It's
would have
just,
got my goats
hey,
because he put 25 and you put 26. So
see,
if it was just you two, you would have got it.
hey, all in one show. Welcome to the show, my boy.
What up?
I'll read it off if you guys don't mind. What's
Go
up,
ahead.
guys? I like the what's up. I like how he did that. So all in one show. Sounds like you might have your own show. If you do, drop your link, man. We want everybody to go follow you, share the love, all that kind of stuff. So what's up, guys? Need advice? I feel like I may have just seen him when I was watching Tycoon Show. Sorry, third time. What's up, guys? Need advice? I pulled the trigger and traded Mahomes. Oh, he was definitely on the last show. I pulled the trigger and traded Mahomes for Herbert and Hopkins. Was that a good move? Frank, what do you think? So he traded Mahomes for Herbert and Hopkins. Oh, you don't want my opinion so quick. Give me Herbert and Hopkins all day. All day, dude.
I would have done it. I wouldn't be happy about it because I think Hopkins has hit a ceiling. I think he's going to go, just some regression a little bit for him. But Herbert's on fire, and both of them together for Mahomes, I'd say it's legit. I would take it.
Hey, them boys.
I don't know,
Um,
man. There's few people in fantasy that to me are basically untradeable. Um, on
are you
that
putting
list,
Hopkins there?
is
Oh,
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Yeah.
So Mahomes, CMC, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook. These guys you just don't trade. Tyreek Hill, Travis
Tyreek
Kelce.
Hill's been traded in our
Oh yeah,
leagues. Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying. Like to me, once they come to me, they're dying with me. I mean, I need something catastrophic to happen to my team to unload one of those guys. I'm not doing it just to do it. They can single-handedly win you weeks. So is what it is, man.
I could respect
I
that
couldn't do
side.
it. I mean, again, if you absolutely need the receiver help, which again, I assume that's the situation, then yeah, I mean, I think you got good value, out of that. You got a top 10 quarterback and you got a, top 10 wide receiver.
Don't even put that
So
one up
good
yet.
anyway.
Hey, there goes the dentist, guys. Right? It's pulling teeth to get a trade out of Ant. No, but he has a specific strategy. So he's going for, and it's not right or wrong. I would say more right than wrong. He's going for a starting lineup, and that's it. We know Mahomes is going to be there, so
This
he did
guy's
his
going for
thing.
nice round numbers. I just wanted to even it out, so I have 600
We're
left.
gonna get there, Frank. We're gonna get there. Like when I do my part, and then we get to the next shot.
You're going
Hey,
start talking faster. We're already moving on.
yeah. Hey, so back to where we were. I 100% would have done it. Herbert, Hopkins have showed what they were going to do. That's about what it would take for me to accept a trade. Hopkins, we know, is going late 1, early 2 in drafts, which obviously it doesn't matter the draft position, but that's about where I wanted to be. Dim boys, I honestly just went 67 because I had $167 and just wanted to be left with an even 100 if I won. I like nice round one numbers. I love it. I love seeing the mindset of people, and that's what we were talking about is how do people get to these numbers when they're sending in fabs? So you could learn from us. He said, I'll trade anyone when Ant said he's one of my untradables. So you got to love that because that's exactly where we are. Stop the cap. Everyone has a price. Hey, Gigi, I don't want to jump on your boat, but I guess once we had our conversation, I was like, I had to let you know where the guys you were asking me for, where I valued them. Trades kind of went a little different. I got busy, so I haven't been able to go back and forth with you. I'm sure me and you will send more trades. You were early this morning. He's like, hey, 4 a.m. sending me trades or 6 a.m. or something like that. So
got to get that waiver wire hot.
Hey, tomorrow morning we'll start again. I'm sure we could work something out. Dylan, I'm gonna say Haluso. I don't think
so.
it's Jaluso.
No,
I think it's Haluso.
So. Yeah, I think so. What's up, man? Welcome to Get Right.
Hey, correct us if we're wrong. Appreciate having you. So for everybody that's new, like we always say, I don't want anybody to like or follow. You should. I know everybody else thinks differently, but we're at 209 followers. We live in the 209 area code, so like, I'm done with it. I'm done with everybody. So
I live in the 760, so how about we stop at 760 at least?
All right. So if you haven't yet,
so
guys,
like and subscribe. 760 is the new target number. 760.
Hey, like and subscribe. Trade. All right, Frank, you first. Trade or buy Joe Mixon? Are you flexing with them or what? You got to hurry, dude. We got questions. Yeah, I know you're on a time. Hey, you're on a time limit. You're buying Joe?
I'll buy Joe Mixon.
Okay.
I don't think you can really trade him right now.
Oh, you're frozen.
Am I frozen?
Keep going.
What's going on?
It's all right. It's actually better.
I know, right? At least I just have to make. Hopefully, it's not an embarrassing face. You're
clean shaven, so it's cool.
At least, right? I don't think you can really buy him right now. So if there's an opportunity, now's the time to buy him because his value is low. He is only day to day. So I mean, who do you guys think you could trade, like who would you want to trade for Mixon right now? Like, as I know you guys probably like Mixon a little more than me. I know Dustin, you probably have shares of Mixon.
I do.
Who would
I
you
know you
take for
don't.
Mixon right now?
So I had a few trade offers. One name that's came up a lot for me, and again, I'm in a lot of leagues. Edmonds has been somebody that's been highly sought after. So when you get to Mixon and you get to these guys that are injured, Gigi's he's smart. He's like me. Give me an injured McCaffrey, right? Like, because I feel like people are going to be lower on them. You have the Montgomerys. So much happened just last week or on Sunday, Monday, right? There's so many options out there. So it kind of just depends on what your feelings are. I'll say one person that I've been getting offers for a lot more than Edmonds, and Edmonds would be my number 2, Swift. People are all over me over Swift, and I'm just not in a position right now where I want to trade Swift. It would have to be something lovely. Do you have Swift?
I think that's where you and I are going to end up, Frank. So we'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay. We won't go there now, but
I wanted to mention something about that Joe Money Mixon.
Good.
Yeah.
About the Joe Money Mixon situation, because Dustin even picked up Samanje P. Ryan, right?
I may have, when I knew there was 100 pickups.
You picked them up. So, anyways, my point being is that's basically where we're at with the Cincinnati running back depth. I mean, you got Chris Evans and Travion Williams aside from Samanje. So I'd buy him because just he's going to be and has been the number 1 guy there consistently for Cincinnati for a while now. They're showing him they trust him to carry the ball and be an every down back for them. So I'd rather stick with him, let him come back from his injury, and roll out. You know what I mean? Because who you gonna, like you're saying, who are you gonna trade him for? And are you gonna get something that's gonna be worth those touches and opportunity that he has over there?
So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I agree with you, Frank. Chris Evans. So Chris Evans, correct me if I'm wrong, and actually I should have went and picked him up in our Dynasty League. I'm going to write it down, make sure that I do that as soon as I get off the show. Hopefully nobody's watching.
I already have him there.
That's 2. So what I'm going to say...
never get anybody. I don't even know how I'm going to pick anybody.
Like, Samaji's been there. I believe he was with the Jets before, so we'll give the Robert Salah or whatever. We'll give him all that. Well, I
don't. I have Samaji actually. So
okay. So forget I said anything. But I'm just saying.
Has him, or awkward. Anyway,
he's probably
I'm not
gone.
rolling with Samanje. You guys could roll with him. I wouldn't be comfortable starting that guy.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Hey, get the rookie with the fresh legs who can hold the load, and he could potentially be that guy. So if you don't have him, Chris Evans is somebody, depending on how deep your bench is, if you have that position. Me personally, I picked up a lot of people this week, a lot of running backs, because just like our show, if you guys have watched us from the beginning, from Friday Night Mocks and all that kind of stuff, we're running back heavy because we know that's a positional scarcity. Which, weirdly, on the other hand, we're not so big on tight ends, which is even more scarce. We're just like, we'll just stream. What does it matter if this guy's getting 5 points or 7? But that's somebody that you want to keep your eye on. This week was really weird, and we are going to go back to all the chats. We'll get to you guys. But I'll just tell you guys a lot of the people that I picked up as far as running backs. So, Tyson Williams, I've seen, has been dropped in most of the leagues. People are going Latavius Murray over there. Smart move.
Got him.
Samaje P. Ryan, that's a great one. Damian Williams, which we've talked about. Who else? Did I write these down? Collins is somebody that we're seeing that's coming up right now. So there's a lot of, I guess, questionable running backs. So let me ask you guys this. If you're going to start a running back, and I know this is not the sitter start show, and we're going to get to that later in the week, I'm going to give you guys 3 people, no explanation. Who are you going with? Damian, P. Ryan, or Collins? And obviously, let me get to this before we do that.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
So Damian's, we're talking, I would say Damian. We're talking about Montgomery is going down. He's going to be down for a couple weeks. I'm leaving Collins out of this one, but Samaje because Mixon, and then Latavius Murray because the Ravens have no clue what they're doing over there, so they're switching running backs. Their best running back is also throwing the ball, so that's not a bad thing. I don't mean to. I'll never disrespect Lamar. So, and pick one of those.
I think Damian Williams.
Going Damian. All right, Frank.
For the rest of the season, I'll take Latavius Murray. For the next few games, Williams.
Yeah, okay. I'd answer the same way.
So, with both your guys' answer right there, is Alex Collins making it just sucks because we're talking about Carson, who may be out a week. Is he changing your guys' mind at all?
No, there is a chance though that Carson may be out a little longer. They're saying it could be potentially season ending. So if it is season ending, then Collins might not be a bad, pickup. There is a potential injury there because whenever you're talking neck, that's usually not taken lightly.
Yeah, that's hurtful. That is hurtful to say for sure. Wow.
So just pay attention closely. So anyway.
So like you said, stop the
back there, yeah. There you go.
Dude, I'm everywhere. I felt like that was fitting.
I would just think that eventually it'll be another running back by committee over there if Chris Carson's gone. So you're going to end up picking up.
That was the slowest quick segment we ever did.
DJ Dallas. Yeah.
You guys actually did your job. I said yes. Hey, one person. That's it. We've never been able to do that. Never. I have Calvin Ridley and Emmanuel Sanders as my other receivers on my starting lineup. So this is in reference to his last. Some guys need advice. I pulled the trigger and traded Mahomes for D-Hop.
Oh yeah, so that you needed that other receiver.
Hey, you can run with it. Hey, because really, hey boys, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the receivers that we're seeing out there right now, I know we're kind of talking about pickups, but I'm seeing a lot of. We could say Emmanuel Sanders. We're seeing Cole Beasley. We're seeing Hunter Renfrow. Jacoby Myers has been out there. Robbie Anderson's getting dropped in a lot of leagues. So there's receivers out there, right? Some of them are hit or miss. We're not talking about the consistency that I personally like to see. What up, FF season? But receivers are out there, man. So we're going to stick to our same guns. I'm going to talk for both these guys. Get a running back if you can. So no matter what the situation is, if you could trade a receiver for a running back, do that, and then everything else will just figure itself out.
Just said a trade-off for the running backs.
All right, so Dim Boys is always on the same hype with us. So if you guys don't know Dim Boys, he's like the fourth Ninja Turtle for us. Fifth? Sixth? Who knows? Hey.
Just to Mike.
Hey, his sleeves are rolled up all the time. But depends on your running back situation, Dylan. If you can wait a bit for him to start, may as well buy him. Hey, and that's going to be the thing for a lot of this. So you guys are going to give us situations. We don't know your bench. We're just kind of assuming on we're in a lot of leagues. We're in a lot of leagues, so we're just going off like the bench and the waiver that we see. So again, it's different in every league. We have some that is very short bench and short IR and only 40 additions a year. Whatever.
I was trying to bring this up while we were still talking about Alex Collins and that whole thing.
Break it down.
You clicked it
off. We got time.
No, I'm just saying. He's just saying, what up, Brooks? What up? Is Collins worth a pickup? That's what we're kind of just talking about there. So would you drop AJ Dillon for him? That's tough because to me, AJ Dillon is a very nice handcuff because if Aaron Jones does go down, which there's a very good chance because I own him in both my leagues. So
that's it.
We all know roster reaper on that. So to me,
and
AJ Dillon is a nice handcuff, and he's almost has a little bit of standalone value. Depending
Can I break that down, Ant? So Anthony's cursed. Like it or not, hey, I've joked with him for years. I'm like, hey, whoever Anthony likes, I'm gonna go the opposite. He knows his football. He's 100% like football minded. He knows more than I do. But when he says, if he says your name, if he says Dustin on this show, I'm gonna trip over my stairs tomorrow morning, and hey, that's gonna be a wrap for me. So, it sucks, but I truly believe that. Hey, when Anthony says somebody, like, I run the opposite way. Like, I ask him trade offers. Whoever he says, I go the opposite. So,
Yeah.
hey,
So I
Dun
would
boy.
say,
Hey, we'll get
as
to
to his
that.
question, I would drop Crowder to pick up Collins if you're in need of a running back, and that kind of situation, as Anthony mentioned, is if Chris Carson is out for the season, then you just drop Crowder for another starting running back on a team, or at least a guy that gets an opportunity. So yeah, I would drop Crowder over Dylan. I think Dylan has a lot more value.
Ooh, hey, I hate to disagree with you. I know I'm just a host. I'm holding Crowder. I'm gonna hold Crowder, see what he does. He's got trade value, and he should be getting a lot of looks over there. We know the Jets have to throw the ball all damn game, so that's just my opinion. Calback has him.
That was
Oh, you're right.
to, Chris Evans. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. Hey, I'm so mad, dude, because I did waivers to pick up Cordarrelle and I didn't, and whatever. They described it as a chronic and long term for Carson. So good.
See, them boys is on it. I told you.
He always is.
He's the fifth.
Hey, and sometimes you hate to see it.
Doesn't even exist. I'm Splinter.
He's the master Splinter with the notebook.
I was thinking more like April. Hey, you know what I mean? You're April.
Or what was the other guy?
Hey,
what was
the hockey guy?
Yeah.
Oh, the hockey
guy.
Hey, you're one of those guys, dude. Hey, Jason, I want to say. No. Yeah,
no, it's because he had that mask.
Well, they had the Asian dude that was sick, dude. He was, hey, whooping fools.
That's funny.
Brad.
What up, Brad?
Hey, if you're related to David, talk to me, my man. We're trying to figure out what's going on with them. If not, Casey. Hey, Casey's the hockey dude.
Oh, yeah.
Casey was the hockey dude. Yeah, you're right. My bad. I'll go back to him. Casey is the hockey dude.
He was sick. And he was about to pull April over all of them, so got to give it to him.
Well, he's the only human. I mean, just saying, he's the only guy that really had a shot.
Well, she was weird anyways, hanging out with them. Sorry, we're having a little Ninja Turtle talk, Brad. Welcome to the show.
Oh, man.
Okay, so Brad got a question. Let's jump into it. Ridley for Damian Williams, Jacoby Myers, and Tyler Boyd. Hard to me because it's 3 players. So a lot of this, I'll speak for them before I bring it to the professionals. It's going to depend on who your bench is. Who are you cutting? If you could tell us that, let's get back to your question. We'll move on to the next one. You tell us who you're going to have to drop if you were to accept that trade, and we'll break it down for you. All in one show.
I don't hate it in a vacuum. So yeah, it really would depend on who you have, because if it's same level guys, then there's really no point in kind of doing that. Yeah.
So what is our stance on CMC's injury situation? Will he repeat 2020? I don't think so. I think it's a different injury, but I always go to Anthony or Mike. All in one show. Hey, Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong. In the chat, we're going to have our sleeper notifications. Out of anything that I follow, I'm on, I guess I probably shouldn't say this, but like I'm on the Bleacher Reports, I'm on the Yahoos, I'm on ESPN, all that stuff. I'm looking at injuries. Our show is where I get the most accurate information when it comes to injuries. So Mike has been working full time. He's breaking down injuries, who's in pads, who's not, whose girlfriend cheated on him, whatever it may be. Like he has everything there. So if you want to get this information, we do know that he practiced today. He was in full pads. So he's going to be questionable this week. Questionable CMC is better than most running backs, period. But we'll get to that in later shows. So we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we've been throwing in a Sunday show before just to answer these questions. So I think we'll be better off answering your questions a little later.
Yeah, we'll know more on Friday. But my whole thing was I think the buy low window closed, And if you
it's
do
close.
have a
Yeah.
chance, I think if whoever the CMC owner that has him now that has him, I think they have him. And if they bought low on him, he comes out and has a good game. Personally, if I was a CMC owner, I would want him to sit one more week just to be on the safe side.
Me too.
I would want to just have that one more week just to sit and then have him come back after that. So that's just me personally.
Yeah, and I don't
Frank,
think he's going to
anything to
repeat
add?
last year. I don't think he's going to repeat the injury situation that he had last year and just come back and they're going to go right back out. You know what I mean? Like, as Anthony mentioned, the buy low window is gone. CMC should be playing the rest of the season, barring another different kind of injury. But that kind of did happen last year, and I don't think he's that have that much bad karma coming his way that it's going to happen all over again. You know what I mean? Come on, it's got to be over by now
Yeah.
as far as injuries.
Appreciate that, guys. So we're gonna have to move fast. We got a lot. We got a lot of
FF
questions
season?
here. So FF season, Mr. Faithful, man, appreciate you. He was one of my favorite Friday night mock drafters. So I know you're doing well. So if you have a question, hey, you're in good faith. So trade away Tannehill, Gibson, and Ridley for Josh Allen, James Robinson, and Woods. I'm gonna give my first and honest opinion. Hell no. So I'll leave that to you guys. Do you guys feel the same way? Which side would you want of this trade? And
I want to
obviously, we're
keep
talking about for
Tannehill
the
and
season.
Gibson.
And
Really, I
Ridley.
don't care for so much. There's
He's all, I left him out for a reason.
yeah, I mean, because Natty Ice and Atlanta and everything else, but I mean, still pretty solid. I guess he's
Here goes
obviously
Anthony.
playing better than Woods, so I would not trade that.
Yeah, me either,
Okay.
man. I
Yeah.
keep him. I like that side. I think Tannehill turns it around once these guys get, healthy. They just need to get that play action game going. Their defense sucks, so he's gonna have to throw. It'll be fine. Just stick with him. Same thing with
I
Gibson.
guess. So I would hate
think
to
that
do
boy's
that. I
a
know
great
we're moving to the
Gibson-
next chat. Hold on. Before I get to that, sorry. So before I get to that, so something we meant to say earlier. We're gonna do a giveaway, right? We were waiting to hit the 200 subscriber threshold. So for all you guys that are watching and haven't subscribed, definitely appreciate you guys subscribing. If you haven't yet, send the likes, whatever. We're just stroking YouTube at this point. But we're gonna be doing a giveaway. We're gonna kind of push it out a little bit. So if you guys haven't yet, real simple, right? Since you're here, you guys can write all these questions. Write hashtag 200. It's going to enter you into our drawing that we're going to do. If you're new to the show or if you're bringing somebody into the show, let us know. That'll give you another entry. We'll get to there. But I feel like it's very small for us to ask for doing all the research. We're trying to answer your guys' questions. We're going to get to everything. So we'll move on with that. But we are going to extend the giveaway. We said we are going to do it Friday. We're going to push it out a little more. So again, if you guys can let your friends know we're here, we're answering questions. We're doing this multiple days a week. We have multiple people on it. We have writers. You haven't gone to our website, all that kind of stuff. Hate to do the plug in the middle of the show, so I'll keep going. I think we're on.
Yeah.
Well, Dim Boys, I want to do that FF season, but that's probably just because of how much I hate Woods. I'm with Dim Boys. Dim Boys is one of us. Like we said, he's the fifth Ninja Turtle, if there was
He's
one.
the Master
Casey.
Splinter. Oh, yeah, he's Casey.
We already
those
settled
cricket
that.
Casey.
things.
All right, we'll
Anyway,
give him Casey.
we
Hey,
digress.
no more.
We digress.
No more April. No more April.
What's up,
Ryan,
Ryan?
welcome back, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you appreciate you being here. How you guys feeling on Dalvin Cook's ankle injury? I think he said it best himself.
Good call.
I'll just
you weren't
going
to quote it? Oh, okay. Oh, well, for those
Go
of
ahead.
you who haven't seen it, he just said basically he's not 100%, but nobody is. So it's a matter of, how much pain you can take. And I don't think he had any setbacks from what it sounds like. He got into limited practice again, so expect that basically all week. Again, as long as he doesn't have any major setbacks or major pain, you should be able to fire him up again. If he's playing, have him ready. And if you don't have Madison, make sure you go get him.
right?
Yeah, he said football's about playing with pain, and it
Yep.
is. Hey, a couple cortisone shots. Hey,
Red-
another day in the office.
Right.
That's normal
So-
for football players. If they're saying they're ready to go, as long as the coach is saying they're ready to go, it's normal to be off on those Wednesdays and the maintenance days, right? That guy doesn't need to
Exactly.
practice. He just needs to be on the field.
Right.
Hey, it's easier to get drugs in the NFL than it is on Bourbon Street, you know? So he'll be all right.
It'll be all right. All right. So we got Brad Montgomery here saying, I drop Parker Renfro, Denver D, or Cook.
Ooh, no Cook in my dropping.
Kirk.
I'll say that.
Was he trying to pick up? Probably Cook or Renfro.
I think those are the rest of the people he was going to drop for that question he asked us up here. Remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we asked him to
For
specify.
that trade, yeah. So for Ridley, Damian Williams, Jacoby Myers, and Tyler Boyd. So those are his options that he has to drop. So I would say probably Devontae
Pete Renfro,
Parker
he
for
just had a pretty
me.
good game.
I would say
Hell
probably
no.
well, if you have an extra D,
That's my boy, dude.
I would drop the defense and Devontae Parker to me personally, but
I'm dropping the defense till
you know
further
what I'm
notice.
saying? Yeah, that's what I mean. So I mean, I like their schedule. They have a good
You're
D.
saying
Their D
probably
is a
Cook or
little banged
Renfro,
up
though?
right now. Yeah. So
I'd keep Renfro in the defense over or Kirk even maybe.
I'd
Parker's
say
the one I would
Parker
drop
and
like you're
Denver
saying.
for me. Yeah, to me it's Parker and Denver, and I would take it. So anyway, Dimboy says Cook worries
Hey,
me
for
because
me,
he's telling. Oh, go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say for me, it's Denver and Kirk. I've dropped Kirk in a couple leagues. I like him. You guys will know once you listen to me. I'm 100% about consistency. So I may not always be right. The guys that I tell you to drop could have better weeks, all that kind of good stuff. But I want consistency. So Kirk, you're in between. If I could trade, our first answer for all three of us is going to be trade him if you can. Maybe not Frank. Frank's not a huge trader. He's not sending you offers. He may accept one, but hey, he's not sending you trades. He's a mastermind. Look at him right now. He's like thinking about trades right now that he's not going to accept.
Yeah.
He's getting his decline finger ready.
And it's his middle finger every time.
Some people that he still doesn't feel right. Players normally downplay those things. So Demboy's is
Read
saying
it
opposite
out.
of what you're saying. He just doesn't feel right.
Read out the whole comment. For people like me who sometimes I have to listen while I'm driving, stuff like that, if you can, I have him. Sorry, I don't know where we're at.
You just went on the whole wrong one. Cook worries me because he's telling people that he still doesn't feel right. Players normally downplay those things.
The
I
drugs,
think he
man.
said I think he kind of said the truth, but again, I have Cook, I have Madison to back him up. So again, if he's playing, I'm putting him out there. Yeah.
Big brain shit.
I have
if
him,
you have
so.
McCaffrey, have Hubbard. If you have Cook, have Madison. Who
so on and so forth.
Henry.
Yeah, Zeke, Pollard.
If you got Henry, you're just screwed because nobody's gonna fill his shoes.
But he ain't gonna get hurt, so you're fine.
Yeah. He's a freaking monster right there.
There it is.
Dim Boys, Cook worries me because he's telling people that he still doesn't feel right. Players normally downplay those things. Hey, coming from Dim Boys, that does hold a little weight for me.
We just talked about that. Do you
I know.
remember that?
It just no, I didn't. I didn't know it was Dim Boys that said it.
Oh, okay.
So no offense to everybody else, but I give it a little more credit. So in that case, since Carson would be out, is Henderson and P. Ryan a good mix? Like as your 1-2 running backs? Or what are we talking here?
Did we just skip the Kareem Hunt situation right there?
We may have.
Edgar?
Anthony's not letting me touch buttons. Oh yeah, Edgar. Sorry, bro.
Should only be
hey, we've been waiting for your comment.
One guy steer.
He's a week. My bad. He's a weekly starter. Yeah, you guys are talking, so I was just kind of doing this.
Kareem Hunt is RB1 and Nick Chubb is RB1. It's weird, but there's 33 starting running backs in the NFL. Hey, two of them are from the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, he's the highest standalone starting value of any non-starting quote unquote running back. You
Dude,
can play.
hey,
You can start him every week.
that was
both
like
of them every week.
that was like cryptic, but also like hey to the point at the same time. If you have Kareem, you're starting Kareem, like Frank said. So
If you're starting,
don't change what you're doing,
Chubb.
Edgar. We appreciate you having you. Keep him all in one. Yes. See, them boys always. Hey, excuse my language. He's always with the shit. So in that case, since Carson would be out, okay, here we go. Is Henderson and P. Ryan a good mix? No, not at all.
Henderson's back from injury, and he's going to play Seattle, dude. He's going to be
I'm
fine.
more worried about P. Ryan. We don't know what's going to happen with Mixon.
P. Ryan, I wouldn't start.
Anthony, hey, you made a little face right there. Do you disagree?
No, I'm just saying, what are your other options? I mean, that's tough. Maybe
we have to see more.
Something, yeah.
I mean,
so guys,
I'd roll with Henderson. That's the Thursday night preview game right there. Henderson's back against Seattle.
I think Henderson's best performances are ahead of him. I do think Sonny Michel is the best running back over there, but I don't think that's how they're going to do it. I don't trust the LA Rams running backs, but I'd be happy to have either of them. I have picked up Sonny Michel if he's been dropped, so we need to know more about your team all in one show. We need to know who's available, that kind of stuff. I know we keep doing that to you. So back to Edgar. Edgar, we appreciate you having you. If you haven't subscribed, we're not going to answer your question. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm just kidding. But hey, like and subscribe, man. We appreciate it. Should I start Hollywood Brown or P. Ryan at the flex?
Everybody's on this P. Ryan.
I'll save mine for last.
Going against the Denver Broncos, and
I don't care. I don't care if Hollywood Brown was going against my high school team around the corner. Hey, until you can catch a damn ball, I'm not starting you.
No, I was just trying to.
Has the most catches on that team, and like the numbers.
I apologize. That was last week. We're on week 5 now.
We are on week 5.
See, that's why
I'm just saying.
That's why I don't like doing start sit until Friday, because I haven't dove into this yet.
Edgar,
Baltimore Ravens versus Indianapolis Colts, and then we have.
So let me say this, Ant, if I can.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Edgar. We're gonna get a lot more into this kind of stuff. We'll get more into injuries, who's starting, who's not, that sort of stuff, because we don't know if Mixon's gonna play. So we'll give you a preliminary on who we think you should start, but definitely tune into the Friday show, and most importantly, Sunday morning show, when you could get these questions in, and it's like, okay, here's the latest information.
Actives, yeah. Mike and I go over active, inactive, and your last minute start sit decisions on Sunday mornings, starting
and everything set sometime. I was gonna say, hey, that's 5 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
so
we go for an hour and a half, because then we need that last half hour to set our own lineups with that information that we break during the show.
Nah, but we'll break it down all week, because I know that's what you want. Sometimes you just need that pat on the back, rub on the tummy, that kind of stuff. So, hey, we're here for you guys. But let's answer that question. I don't think we fully answered the last question.
I'm going to go with Brown.
You go Hollywood?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you go Brown if Mixon plays, you're going
I'm muting
Brown.
You.
So if he doesn't play, they're going up against Green Bay. You know, who knows if Chris Evans has the third down role, and if they get, start playing from behind, it might not be a positive game script. I'd probably go Brown against Indianapolis on Monday night.
All right. This is why people are not going to like me. There's not many names that you could say that I would not start over Hollywood Brown. You can make up a random name, and I'm like, hey, take your chance over starting over Hollywood Brown. Again, that's just me. He is going to have his weeks. He will get off, but
see, everyone's saying Hollywood.
Hunting's balling out. I think it stays that way personally. And hey, Dim Boys is like, there's 10 great fantasy football minds in the world. Dim Boys is definitely one of them. I'll give him that. So trust what he's saying. All right, where are we at? Hopefully I have him, and Chubb has my RB1 and 2. Yeah. Hey. Honestly, if I had Chubb and I had Hunt, I'm starting them both. depending on my roster, of course.
Nice. So
Ryan.
Ryan, would you start Antonio Gibson or Alexander Madison if Dalvin is out? Pretty sure Dalvin plays. I'm starting Antonio Gibson. I still got to see
Even
a
if
little more.
Dalvin sits, I'm starting Gibson. Gibson has to turn it around. Heineke is balling out. I'll give him that. But we based a lot of our draft picks and a lot of our draft positions, our rankings, all that stuff on Fitzmagic being the quarterback. So they're going to figure their stuff out. They're just changing game plan right now. I'm going Gibson. What about you, Frank?
I'm actually going Madison because Madison's playing against Detroit. See,
I said Frank.
I'm just switching mine. Go ahead.
I'm still sticking with Gibson. He basically had a rough game against New York. A slow start, but the last game is 16 fantasy points and 13 fantasy points. I know he's fishing New Orleans. That I think he's going to be doing well. I would continue to start him. I think he's just warming up, and the offense is straightening out with the Heineke at center.
Yeah, if Dalvin's out, start Madison. Going against Detroit. Take my chances with that run defense.
Next.
All right. Anyway.
We could gentlemen's bet that, but I'm going to
hang on to Ridley for a better trade. I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I feel more.
Hey, we don't even know what your trade is. That would have helped.
No, that was
it was up at the top. You don't remember?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, Ridley for Damian.
Yeah,
Williams,
don't sell Ridley, man. Hey, Falcons, for whatever reason, they got to get themselves together. That's it. Hey, I can't even explain what Atlanta's doing because it's the same thing with Pitt.
Pass the season?
No, I just picked the wrong one because we got a new question. So Gibson and Deontay Johnson for Kamara, very deep at receiver, but I'm a bit worried about Kamara.
Hey guys, I'm doing the chats. You guys you're butchering this. So
I've been doing them the whole time.
And it's been horrible, so I'm taking care of the
because you guys keep clicking them.
FF season, neither of you guys are to touch a chat for the rest of the show.
I'm not bothering with it anymore because you guys are killing it. Both are killing it wrong. Doing them wrong today.
All right, so here, FF season. A little COVID cough. Gibson and Deontay Johnson for Kamara. Very deep at receiver, but I'm a bit worried about Kamara. I'm worried about Kamara too. I said not to draft him. But hey, let's not listen to me. Let's talk to the experts. Ant, what do you think?
I really like Deontay, man. I think I heard something on another show over the last 16 games. He basically would be, of the last 16 complete games that he's played, spanning into last season, he would be wide receiver 6 overall in a PPR. So he's good, man. I like that. So like you said, I'm worried about Kamara. I mean, to me, I kind of like getting that running back, but if you have that wide receiver running back combo already, I'd stick with Gibson and Deontay in this one.
Frank, what do you think?
I'm on the fence on that one. I really like Kamara, and I think the last game was he didn't have a catch, but he still got you 26 touches for 120 yards, and that's still a solid game for any running back. Didn't get the touchdown, but you don't get a touchdown every game. But he still got you 120 yards. So I mean, Gibson, we were just talking about it. The better days are ahead of him, hopefully, and Anthony really does like Deontay Johnson. The stats prove it, but I would still stick with Kamara. I'm on the other side of that.
All right, a little background. Hey, Kamara won Frank his championship, so we should have seen that one coming right there.
I'm never letting that guy go. Like Anthony said, there's some guys that are untouchable. He's an untouchable for me. I wouldn't trade him. I'd ride him till the wheels fall off. That's the honest truth.
Hey, same with Allen Robinson. No, I'm just kidding.
As soon as you trade him off, you know what he's going to do? He's going to have a 4-touchdown game, or you're going to be like, regret city.
No, and I agree with you on that. So he definitely has big games ahead of him.
Tyreek Hill got traded in our league, and what happened in the very next game? 4-touchdown game, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you don't trade those kind of guys. So that's just me.
Okay. So I'll just say if you guys, I said I had the chat,
I
so
had to put that up.
Look at them fight like little kids.
I'm
Get the chat.
gonna
No,
I'm gonna get that one. But what I'm saying is, if you guys have followed our show for the entire year, you kind of knew where these two guys were going with that talk right there. Gibson and Deontay is a totally Anthony side,
Two of my
and then
favorite guys.
Kamara's 100% Frank's side. But I'm waiting to get this comment up here. Frank will call you about doing a trade and use the salesman tactics instead of just sending it online and sending counters. Hey, no response needed, Frank, but hey, they're reading us.
Works. Hey, no, he knows. That's how it works, man. You got to talk the guys into like, hey, this is why it's good for you, and this is why it's good for me.
Hey, you want to go fishing?
Talk it out, man.
Hey, you want to go fishing? Maybe we can talk about a trade. All in one show. He says Saturday, Connor. Help me out, guys. Help me out. All in one show is talking about Connor.
You got the chat. You said you got the chat, so go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
we don't. He needed help, right?
Go ahead. You got it.
Hey. All right, guys. Hey, we don't remember.
Got him.
All right, guys. We don't remember, so I do apologize, my man. If you have Connor, I would be trying to move that guy. I know people love him. And you got Melvin Gordon. Again, that's Javonte's job. Javonte. He's going to be the guy over there. I really like Melvin Gordon. I don't think he's done for his career. I just think he's done getting the fantasy points over there in Denver. And we got my boy.
Talking about having Carson out would Henderson and Pirine be the mix. The other guys would be Connor and Montgomery over here, or Melvin Gordon.
Thank you, my bro.
So roll with,
appreciate that.
Connor just had a pretty decent game, but I don't think it's going to continue.
Yeah. Hey, so what I've been seeing.
Melvin Gordon.
So
and
if you guys,
that's how I would roll.
So if people are watching, he's right there, right? He's right there to get his touchdowns every single game. He doesn't. Connor comes in, or you have Kyler who's going to score the touchdown at the very end. James, I don't know. James Conner's there. He's vulturing. He's getting points. So he's definitely somebody worth having. But Chase Edmonds he scored touchdowns, get him called back, or he scores a touchdown and they're like, oh yeah, you were down at the half-yard line, that kind of stuff, and then they're bringing in James Conner. So
we got a Julio Jones situation where he gets you all the yards but never the touchdown.
Yes, and I feel like his best days are in front of him, but it could be the Julio Jones thing to where, who knows, maybe he never scores.
Good player, has all the touches, gets all the, like that. Just gets right to the end zone.
But he's been consistent, man. If you want that 12 to 20 points every week, that's your guy. So Alfredo Hernandez, what's up, Alfredo? If you haven't, make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate you. We'll answer all your questions. What's your area code at?
760. That's our new target number.
So ugly. All right. So if we have to move on from 209, we'll get to 760. So he says full PPR, start him, sit him, CD, Hollywood for sure.
Start.
What? Don't say that. Let me finish the question.
Starting both of them, right? Is that what he means?
All right. Full PPR, start him, sit him.
Start or sit.
CD, Hollywood for sure. Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, or Sterling Shepard. Yeah, he makes it sound like he's in between AB, Julio, and Sterling Shepard. Do me this favor, Brown. Alfredo. If you're still watching, let us know.
Pick one, pick three.
If you're between AB, Julio, and Sterling, and then we'll answer that one. Because I think we're all just going to kind of speculate and may not give you the answer.
Well, he has a second question right after that. There's a second question following up that.
Wait, I touch questions. We'll get
that's why you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, and that's why I can't stand watching it anymore. It's killing me.
I'm the question. I'm the question man. Hey, Brad says, y'all are freaking awesome. Definitely a big fan. Y'all fun. Have a great night, guys. Hey, Brad, we appreciate you, man. Hey, if you don't quit touching the damn questions, I'm in charge of the questions. Brad, we appreciate you, all of us. So we're here. If you have any more questions, definitely reach out to us. We'll get to you. Oh my God. Hey, Alfredo actually is clarifying. And of those receivers, who could I use as bait to trade for Ridley? Hey, whoever. This is a shitty answer for me, so I'll let the experts answer. Whoever he's going to accept, honestly. If you're good at the waiver wire, you're going to have everybody that people want. So sell them before they even get in the game, is my opinion. You might miss out on some, but you might win on some. But you want to sell them before anybody knows anything. What do you guys think?
I'd rather just keep who he has. I mean, if you can trade Hollywood, but I like maybe Hollywood and Julio for Ridley, but I still don't even like that. I'd rather keep Julio. So I like all these receivers.
Besides CD, I would trade every one of them.
I
Sorry,
mean, yeah,
Frank,
trade
up
them.
to you.
I would trade all of them, but not for Ridley.
I think he's
Ridley.
trying
Oh, no,
to
all of
improve
them
some,
for
but I mean,
Ridley.
I
But
don't
that's
think
what I'm
he's getting
saying.
that
He's
much
asking
better.
who for Ridley.
Actually,
That's what
I
I'm
would trade
saying. I'd
all.
rather keep those guys.
I would trade Hollywood, Antonio, and Sterling Shepard for Ridley,
A
and I would
combination
just
of
take my
guys
chance
or
on
one-on-one.
Julio, and I would
answer
trade
the
Julio
question.
with any of them.
I'd start AB. Sterling Shepard's still out. Julio Jones, he doesn't get you touchdowns.
I'm not sure what you said, Frank, but I don't know if that answers his question.
I said because I'm asking this because this question is only who do I start? Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, or Sterling Shepard? I'm telling him start AB.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's already saying he's starting CD in Hollywood for sure. Right?
Yeah, it's down here since you said don't do it, but I'm reading ahead.
Don't touch.
Well, it's like then we're gonna go back to the question and open up another conversation on it again when we have the answer right there.
Trilly said has a question. So I just received a trade. Trilly,
look, it's right there between.
That's what I'm saying, and then we can move on.
That's what I'm saying. We could just finish one tangent and then come back to the other one, dude. That's why Anthony need to control the comments.
Or just finish it. Nah, I run the comments.
Anthony and I understand how the comments work, dude. Trust me on this.
Hey, it's comments, not that hard. Trilly said, so I just received a trade. I will be giving away Herbert, Diggs, Mike Gesicki, and Clyde Edwards, and I will be getting Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt, and Waller. Should I do it? Hell yeah. Actually, I got two.
Herbert.
Hey, let me toss another one. I'm going to give you a fuck yeah on that one. And Frank, these are the real experts. Hey, you can talk me out of this trade. Hey, what?
I say yes. It's simple. For me.
Man, that's simple.
You're getting Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt, and Waller? Yeah, I would go.
Hey, not even talking bad, dude. I'm taking that all day, right, guys?
Gesicki doesn't really matter in that trade. You're really just looking
Waller.
at Herbert and Diggs and CEH.
Yeah, it sucks. I wouldn't want to give away. I wouldn't want to give away Diggs to get Josh Allen. I'd try to pull Diggs out of that and put another piece in there instead.
Might as well get Diggs.
No, he's not getting Diggs. He's trading away Diggs and getting Josh Allen. I want to keep them together.
I said might as well give Diggs.
I disagree on that.
Yeah,
I'd try to take Diggs out and give another receiver. Yeah, that's just a little.
I just started looking at the three, and
plus
I was like, I don't know.
Plus, you're giving. Clyde Edwards, Gesicki. For Hunt, you're upgrading there. Clyde Edwards had a last couple good games. I don't know.
Selling high on CEH.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably keep Herbert and Diggs over Josh Allen and Kareem and Waller.
So I'll say to kind of meet in the middle on that one.
That actually has me kind of torn.
So keep that trade. I tried to explain this last show. If they send you that trade, keep it. So don't hit the counter button. Just propose a new trade. Switch out Diggs, and then throw something else. If you realize that, or you're talking to him on text, like Frank does, he does a salesman. He's got the voice, like he goes deep voice when he's trying to do the trade with you. He's persistent. He's one of those guys. You just got to play your audience on that one, but keep that trade there. So if you want to go back and accept it, you can. But we won't beat that dead horse right there. Jesse's been here, right? Welcome back. If you haven't, make sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate having you. So he's got a question. DK versus the Rams or Patterson versus the Jets. So, Jesse, we're going to get into start sit a little later in the week. Make sure to like and subscribe because Fridays, Sundays, we're going to get into all the sit and starts once we know who's injured, who's not, all that kind of stuff. So, but hey, we'll run into you guys real quick.
Just real quick, I say DK, start your studs. Don't try to get too cute. Yeah, Patterson had a 3-touchdown game. He only played like 23% of the snaps. His touchdown rate is
they're playing the lowly
crazy
Jets.
high. Yeah, I mean, again, the potential's there, but
the 0-4 Jets right now, right?
You drafted DK for that reason. So
I'm just saying. I'm just being the devil advocate. No,
DK. And that's what I'm saying is like if you are in that decision, then maybe trade DK and see who you want to get. More than like if you're not comfortable with starting him over Patterson, who are you comfortable starting him over?
Russell's going to have to cook against the Rams. He's going to be running all over the place, and he's going to have to go to DK and lock it, and they're going to have plenty of targets while he's running around.
Yeah.
I will say, Frank, show some damn respect to the Jets because they just beat the Titans and they are 1-3.
Did they win? Well, they are winning.
Yeah, they beat the Titans. Hey, Titans really screwed that one up. Again, that's why I was calling for heads the last show. But we'll move on. So, Jesse, stay tuned. Our next show, follow on the sleeper chat, all that kind of stuff. We're going to answer all those questions. Alfredo. Between AB, Julio, and Sterling, my apologies. That's the one you guys wanted to get to earlier. Alfredo,
now you don't even know what it's about. Look how quickly he skipped it because he doesn't even remember what we were talking about.
No, I do. I'm just going in order.
Remember. He said we already
I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Alfredo, I tried to combine any two other than CD for Ridley. Yes. You guys are touching stuff.
I didn't touch anything.
He has Melvin Gordon and Fournette. That's not really going to change our opinion on that one. Shirley said, I do that deal as long as you can afford to lose Diggs. Thanks. Boom. He's there. See? Jesse, I'd go DK. He's had some rough games so far, but he always has that weak winning potential. He does. And they're going to figure stuff out when they start locking up Lockett. Because what they've been doing is they've really been shutting down DK. It's just defensive strategy. So they're locking down DK, which is opening up Lockett, that kind of stuff. They're going to figure it out. Seattle's got a lot of figuring out to do, but I have Adams and Debo as well. Hey, Trilly said, then your team is pretty damn good.
Stacked.
Like what? Hey,
yeah, agreed. Maybe that's a 10 team, but I would put Debo in there instead of Diggs for sure.
Yeah, you have nothing but good problems. So see if you can give Debo, then you can keep that Diggs Allen sack. Me personally, man, I'm holding Debo. I think somebody touched it. Somebody touched the chat.
No.
Where's that block button?
I was just trying to.
Where's that block button?
You can't block me from being in here.
Okay. Only on chat. Okay.
Yeah.
You're lucky. No, I'm just kidding. Man, okay, so I'll just say this. I've said in the past, because we get a lot of, hey, I'm going to package Debo and this person to get this person. Guys, keep Debo until further notice. I know we're always worried about injuries and stuff like that, but if we're drafting CMC number 1 overall, we know about the injuries. Keep them. So, we got a Dim Boys brag coming up. So, stop touching the chat.
We were just talking about it. My bad.
No, we want this one.
Oh, we're done with that. We already moved on with that.
All right, I give up.
The 12 team, but he wanted.
I didn't mean to click it. I just was trying to see it. That was an accident. Oh, see, you clicked it. I didn't click.
So he won't take the trade with Debo. I would still take out Diggs. I don't think Diggs. It's too much with Diggs. What do you do when Mike is sticky in there, anyways?
Well, because Waller's in there, so he needs a tight end back.
Oh, tight end back. That's the whole situation with the yeah. I'm looking at Waller as like a wide receiver. Just say no then.
Just say no to drugs, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Dim Boys.
You guys are good.
So if I could do chats again.
No.
You guys are addicted.
My hands are right here.
Bro.
Keep one Renfro, Mooney, or Pittman.
Hey,
you're going out of order, Frank.
Relax.
Why you keep going backwards? We already did that.
Because we haven't done
didn't.
the chats.
We
You
haven't
keep
done
touching the chats. We're
What
saying
you
stop
got to read
touching the
each set?
chats.
Like the guy just won the guy for 67 in the league. Move on already. Seriously?
This guy's ridiculous. Just stop. Hey,
I'm done for the
you're
night.
not the chat
Thank
guy.
you anyways.
You're not the
Well, I
chat guy.
appreciate that. We're done for now.
Hey, Dim Boy said I just won Collins for 67 in the Little League, boys. That is a lot for Collins. Hey, but shout out to you. If he's gone, oh, we gotta fix this. Hey, if he's gone, that actually is a solid ass move, and I'm mad that I didn't even get an opportunity to get him because I didn't find out till this damn show that Carson was gone for the year. So if he is gone for the year, that's really gonna make me mad. Shout out to you, then, boys. All right. Let's trade with Debo. Yeah, hey, keep Debo. Like we said, keep one. Oh, this is in our league. Keep one. Renfro, Mooney, or Pittman. I'm gonna let you go first.
Pittman.
Would you? I'm honestly leaning towards Renfro. It's not Mooney.
Yeah, I have to see more with Justin Fields first. But I'd probably keep Pittman. And again, dude's like 6'4", 6'5", 215. He's a big dude, big red zone target. He's learning more and more. He's really the only option there. So that's where I'm at.
No, I got you. And a lot of people talk high on Pittman, and I know Frank was big on Mooney. Renfro's numbers are just solid for the year, and I really hate to say Raiders. And I knew you were never gonna say a Raiders player.
I think he just would be there. Like if you drop that guy, I don't think like people are putting in a waiver claim, to grab him. I can say that on this league specifically, just because I'm in this league. I don't think anyone's gonna go grab him right away, and he doesn't really have any trade value because he's just kind of one of those streaming waiver wire guys. He'll be valuable, coming up here, and I just think he's a guy you can drop and get back, if and when you need him, or a guy similar, will be there. So I think he's replaceable more than anything.
That makes sense, and I don't mean this in a rude way, but at this point, yeah, and not just in that league because I'm in it too. I want to pick up any of those guys. Like I'm not confident with any of them. I might keep them on my bench, trade bait, that kind of stuff, but I'm not comfortable or trying to keep any of them. So, Dim Boys, like I said, he said keep Pittman. All in one show. Another question. I have an 8-man league, and I am currently at 2-2. Allen, I'm guessing Josh Allen, Dalvin Cook, Hunt, Diggs, Jefferson, Hawkinson. Allen is my lineup. Also have Denver's D and kicker. Should I change anything? So on this kind of question, I would just say send us who's available and then send us your bench. So on everything that we're gonna have below, like where you catch us on Sleeper, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, send that to us. We'll be able to give you a much better informed decision on that kind of thing. Because again, is it Dalvin Cook? Is it Brandon Cooks? Again, I think it's Dalvin.
Yeah, that's Dalvin. Just based on how you normally, it's your quarterback, your two running backs,
Cooks
your
and
receiver is your tight end. So
what do you think
Dalvin.
on that?
Again, it's hard to see, like, because again, I haven't played a eight-man league in a long time. So it's kind of hard to tell like how the construction is of the other teams. So I think you said it best. Hit us up on our Twitter or on our Sleeper. You can DM us directly. If you join the Sleeper community, you can post a thread. Post your screenshots of your team, and you, me, and a bunch of other people will go ahead and let you know what our thoughts are. We all share our thoughts there, and it's a place to do those types of things. So we'll definitely dive into it more because it's just hard to too hard to tell just like that. I mean, obviously you want to try to improve your RB2. Obviously you're strong with Diggs and Jefferson. Allen's ranked QB2 overall. Hawkinson's is top 5 tight end. So pretty much you're kind of fine. I would just say, your only position is that RB2.
Agreed. It's much easier looking at, even when my friends are sending that to me. Hey, send me your lineup and send me who's available, and then I can make a better decision. Is it time to drop X, Y, or Z? That kind of thing. So that helps. Shirley with another one. If I take out Diggs, should I add Debo and Javonte Williams if he takes it? I already gave my opinion. I'm keeping Debo. I think Javonte has a future, but he's always going to split it with Swift. So, what do you think, Matt?
You want Debo over Diggs? I just want to clarify that you have Debo ranked higher than Diggs rest of the season.
I'm hanging on to Debo at this point.
Over Diggs.
I think it's
just in a nutshell. If you got offered Diggs for Debo, you hitting accept or you hitting decline?
the only thing that makes me think about it is just injury. So if we take injury out of it and we're just taking production,
No, I'm saying
the
like
other
right now today, because that's what we're going off of.
well, let me get a. I'm just going inside my mind. The other thing that I'm thinking, are we talking Trey Lance for the rest of the year? Are we talking Jimmy G? So at this point, I'm still taking Debo. I'm taking production.
Yeah, I'm switching because I don't know what's going to happen with the rookie quarterback. I'd rather take Allen and Diggs. They have a sure thing going. We've seen them both produce, top 3 at their positions, respectively, just 1 year ago. Nothing else has really changed. So I'd rather have Diggs over Debo all day there. I don't think what Debo's doing is sustainable. I think you said it best on Monday night. If it wasn't for that pass that Lance couldn't even hit him on, he had to literally stop and come back to the ball.
He was unguarded.
Yeah, exactly. And that was just a blown coverage. If it wasn't for that, he would have had a very pedestrian day. And personally, being a Debo owner, when I saw Jimmy G go out, not come back out for the half, I didn't think I was going to get that out of Debo. I pretty much, chalked it up that, he wasn't going to get too much more than that. So I was thrilled when that happened. And that's why I'm, trying to possibly, move him right now because I don't know what that uncertainty is. So again, if I have the option between Diggs and Debo, I'm taking Diggs 10 times out of 10.
Nah, and that's a very good point too, because that's a solid 10 points just from that one play right there.
Yeah.
A better RB2 than Hunt should be a target and an 8, man.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. And Hunt definitely has trade value too. But yeah, I've seen it go both ways. I've seen people trade for Hunt and then make a run, I would not add an extra RB just to get the deal done.
Agreed.
Agreed, but it just depends on who the running back's going to be. Brian Barnes, hey, what's up, guys? Which team would you rather have? Kyler, Scary Terry, Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Kamara Pitts. Oh, that's a mouthful. I might have to write this one down. And Cup or Allen. And Cup or Allen. Oh, and Cup. Or Allen, Ridley, Lockett, Saquon, Gibson, Waller, and Deontay. Ooh, and hey, if you could digest this faster than me, what are you thinking? Because I'm leaning side 2.
So yeah, I want the first team: Kyler, Scary Terry, Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones, Kamara, Pitts. I'd look to move Pitts, honestly. I'd try to trade to upgrade that position, and you have Cup there as well too to go with McLaurin and Jefferson. If that's who your flex is, the wide receiver 1 overall right now, I'll take him. I like that team. I like all those other guys, but I don't like Ridley as much. But I like all those other guys. But I'd take Kyler right now. He's basically the MVP. They're 4-0. I'll take that team.
Yeah, hey, that's a tough one. So just to go opposite, and I was leaning it from the beginning. I would go with the Josh Allen side. I definitely think a lot of these teams that he has need to figure themselves out before they become factors. Man, it's so hard not. It's so hard
Brian,
not to go with
and
Kyler
Brian, if you haven't
Scary
already,
Terry's my guy.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, Brian, make sure you like and subscribe for us. We'd really appreciate that, man. If you haven't already.
So I'm gonna lose on a 2-1 vote, but I'm gonna go opposite of these guys. Just because Ant likes them, I'm gonna go with the second guy. I'll just say on potential is why I like him. So Lockett's obviously done his thing. I'm not huge on Saquon. Gibson, I think, could turn it around. Waller, you show me 19 targets, and that's when you guys are winning. I feel like that's what you're going to go back to. I do think that Gruden needs to just go back to the booth, and I've been fighting for Gruden for a long time. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. So I mean, I'm guessing he's asking us this on a big trade. It's really hard not to take the top one. And as much as I want to go against you guys, I have to take the top one. And I hate agreeing with these guys, but yeah, I definitely have to go with the top one for sure. And I think Dim Boys is kind of echoing that too. Both are great teams, but I personally lean towards the first one. Yeah, hard not to. And we could eat our words, right? Because Saquon Gibson, there's somebody that we're both looking at super early in the season. Waller, same thing. So, all right, we got another one, and then we're probably gonna wrap this up soon, guys. Brian Barnes, because I got offered Saquon, Gibson, and Deontay for Kamara, Jefferson, and T. Higgins, and this would be the final outcomes. Ant, which side are you thinking? And Dim Boys, I know you're gonna let us know what you're thinking, Dim Boys.
No, we already did.
Saquon,
He's
Gibson,
saying
and Deontay.
he's saying those are the two options he has if he takes this trade. Those would be the two teams.
Yeah, but just with those three, I feel like kind of it slows it down, kind of dumbs it down for us. Man, I'm gonna take the two running back side. I'm gonna take Saquon, Gibson, and Deontay in just that smaller condensed version.
Yeah, I'm going with I'm saying
Kamara, Jefferson, and Higgins.
I'm saying stay pat basically with the team you have.
Yeah.
If that's how you're saying it. If you have the Kyler side, then stay with the Kyler side. If that's what you're saying. So
Yeah.
Anyway. Moving on.
Hey, Trilly. I'm gonna tell you, hey, if you added us, all that stuff, you can hit us up on the YouTube, Sleeper, however you want to. If you're on Twitter, he's at Rastafarian. That'll be hard to find. Get Right Fantasy Network. You can find us
in the description.
Yeah, send us your full team and all that kind of stuff so we can kind of break it down. The guy added Mike Williams in the trade. Definitely. Hey, send us that trade so we can really give you the full evaluation that you deserve. But other than that, we're gonna log off for the night. And if you got anything else that we didn't cover,
yeah, no, we still have to do our
break it down.
We have to do our Thursday preview at least. Our starts hit for Thursday. Just real quick,
break it down,
and we could just get through it really quick. We have Thursday night football tomorrow. Los Angeles Rams at Seattle Seahawks. LA is favored by 2.5, and on the road.
LA's favored by 2.5.
Yep, favored by 2.5 on the road. It's a 54.5 point over under. So there are going to be points in this game. Just have to decide, obviously, who they're coming from. Like we said, the biggest news here is that Chris Carson information. So just keep an eye on that. Get Alex Collins if you can. Like Dim Boy said, he picked him up for $67. Again, if he's a long-term answer there, you got yourself probably a low end RB2, just based on that offense. And you're starting DK. Even with that Jalen Ramsey matchup, you're starting Tyler Lockett. Again, 54.5 points. You are starting these guys. Here you're starting Cup. I think you're still starting Woods, depending on your options. We kind of covered some of those. And obviously we're starting Stafford and Russell Wilson here.
What about Higbee?
I was going to say you're possibly starting Higbee as well too. Seattle's not great against tight ends, and Higbee's definitely been worked in the offense more here recently. So I think he's a safe option to throw in there. Again, most people who drafted him, you're pretty much drafted him to start him.
Yeah.
So I don't think you really have an option.
Well, dude, I was able to pick him up off a waiver wire. That's what I was asking. The other thing I'll say,
Most
if
people
you're
aren't
thinking
holding two tight ends though. So I mean, if you have them, you're pretty much starting them. I don't think there's anyone out on the waiver wire that you would want to start over him.
Agreed. The other thing I'll say, so if you're holding on Darrell Henderson, I know he's kind of been tossed around in a few trade offers. Wait till after this week. Seattle's horrible against the run this year. It's not the Legion of Doom that we were used to. So trade him after this week, basically. And do you have any hot takes, anything like that you want to leave us with?
Not right now, but I don't know if you saw this. I'm going to take over your controls here.
Yeah, you're good.
How do you contact us? Just hit the description in YouTube, drop it down right there, and we can, you can hit us up on Sleeper. You'll have to download that app, and create a username and all that if you haven't already. Or you can just hit us up on Twitter if you have a Twitter. Our Twitter accounts are there as well too. Because he's saying it's tempting. But I think it's I think we're all kind of in agreement. I guess if you are going to get Mike Williams added to it, then maybe you go ahead and do that.
Hell yeah, especially for that kind of name. Because his shirt is very tempting. Right? He wants to answer now. Hey, take it. How do I contact you guys? You do that one. This trade is very tempting. I think we're all in agreement. So that's me, and also them boys. Take
it.
He'd
do it as long as you can afford to lose Diggs. Plus, you're getting Mike Williams as well. So
I said do it before Mike Williams. So if you're getting Mike Williams too,
we have Tycoon in here as well too. So Tycoon, what's up? Hey, let us know what you think. I know we're on a little delay, so we'll keep it up here for a second. Truly here, he's new to us. He wants to know he's giving away Herbert, Diggs, Gesicki, and CH, and getting Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt, and Waller. I think I originally said keep it. But if he's going to get Mike Williams, then possibly go ahead and do it. Honestly, I'd hate to give away that Herbert Diggs combo. I think Herbert Diggs is better than Josh Allen, Kareem Hunt. I mean, there is the Waller effect there, but we've seen his floor. I don't think he had as much of a floor as he did before, or that we thought. So, like I said, it is a lot more tempting now that he puts Mike Williams in there.
Dude, I can't wait. I would say no, but adding Big Mike, I would take it. Yeah, that's kind of where we all are.
Yeah. So now that he added that, go ahead and hit accept, and we'll all of us here in the Get Right community, we'd be right there with you if we had that offer ourselves. So,
and you'd make us fans. Hey, we're gonna be rooting for you because we don't want to give you bad advice.
Absolutely,
but shit happens.
We're in it with you. I mean, anything can happen, obviously, but with everything is a caveat. With what we know now. And again, this is what happened when you send the counter offer with Debo. It made him throw in that extra piece, and so that's what we're talking about. Is we're just going to help you get that extra little edge. Before you give anything up, that's too much. Make sure you're getting that, value or possibly even winning that trade a little bit. So that's where you're at. People will pay for what they want. So Ryan says,
"Hey, we'd love to have your opinion. Thank you. Hey, if you don't follow Fantasy Boardroom, go ahead. Ryan Ryan's in here.
Oh yeah, no, he just said that's true. You can go ahead and take it back if you want here.
No, go ahead. The guy traded to get Najee Harris, wanted Najee back, and gave me Dalvin Cook and Jonathan. God.
Wow.
If you got – wait, am I reading that right? He got Dalvin Cook and Jonathan Taylor for Najee?
Wow.
Hey, congratulations, man. Hey, like AKA Papa Kong's Fantasy Boardroom said, hey, with good health, congratulations on your trophy because that's a league winner right there. See? Hey, league winner. Dude, why can't I? Bro, exactly. It'll never happen to us.
For real.
We're all in shock right now.
That's
You have
the
the whole
steal of a
fantasy
century.
community in shock.
I know. We were about to
What?
shut her down.
JJ's back.
Oops.
All right, JJ.
All
JJ, we're
this
gonna
may be
log
out of
out.
the fantasy talks, but Watson to the Broncos would be a gold mine as far as talent depth on the roster. Yeah.
They're
it
Super
would.
Bowl bound if they could do that. Sorry,
Watson's
in my
good, man.
opinion, they have
Yeah.
enough team to do that, right?
With Jerry Jeudy coming back possibly too, they're saying he's looking pretty good. Still about a month away, which is still incredible to me because I thought his ankle was shattered.
Yeah, me too. It had me mad
My
because I was
camera
over here
keeps
looking
freezing
for him.
tonight. It's making me mad.
Oh, you could see that you're freezing?
Yeah. It's like really slow. I don't know what's going on.
But you're like, hey, you
connection.
look nice when you're freezing too. It's not a weird stage
Hopefully.
either.
I'm trying to get it there before it gets there. Man. All right. So
hey, we said bye like 3 times.
I know. Hey,
Hey,
then the
we
chat
got you
started
guys.
blowing up again. Hey, we'll stay here as long as you guys are here asking questions, man. This is what we'll do.
Within reason.
Within reason. JJ
What's
McVay
up,
says,
boys?
go ahead. You got it. Read it.
My bad. I was just reading out loud. What's up, boys? You guys got time for a trade question? I know it's late, just kind of confused on what to do. We don't, JJ. Thank you for asking. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, of course we're gonna we're gonna answer your question. We did already say our goodbyes, all that kind of good stuff. Send your question, get it in. We'll make sure to answer that. We appreciate you. Hey, just get in here, right? If you guys haven't, make sure you like and subscribe. Jedi Mind Tricks, sick ass name. Same thing. If you guys haven't liked and subscribed, would appreciate you guys to do so. We'll try to get to all your guys' questions before we leave. Marvin Jones or LaVisca? And I feel like we talked about this a little bit on the last show. Myself personally, I'm on the LaVisca hype again.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I have to say Marvin Jones just because. But the thing is can he beat now the number one coverage? I think the reason why he was doing so good is because the best corner was still covering DJ Chark, because DJ Chark's a beast. He was definitely taking away some of that coverage. So now that the game plan is basically going to be to stop, Marvin Jones from getting off, being kind of pretty much the best quote unquote talent, or option that they would have. I don't want to say talent because I think Vishka is more talented than him as far as an athlete and what he can do. We did see Vishka's average depth of targets, which I know I usually don't try to get into, but that did extend once DJ Chark went out, so they were pushing the ball down the field with him, more specifically. So like you said, I think they're definitely two guys you can have. I kind of like the potential upside maybe with LaVishka there in a PPR, but in a half or a standard league, I'd still probably go Marvin Jones. He is the bigger bodied receiver, and I think more of a red zone target for Lawrence. So we'll see.
Hey, Jedi, we're not going to help you a lot on that one because I'm going with LaVisca. Same reason, Sharks out. So I just apologize. That one's not going to help you. What's good, fellas? Just traded A-Rob and Michael Carter for Darrell Henderson. Good trade.
A+.
Yeah.
A+.
I can't argue with that. That's a good trade. Darrell Henderson's best football's in front of him unless he gets hurt, something like that. I don't trust nor like the Rams situation. Sean McVay is always trying to do some crazy shit, but Darrell Henderson does have his best football in front of him, in my opinion. Oh,
just shows you that Cam Akers would have been nasty in this offense. So just crazy.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna have to jump, dude. We got a lot. Hey, we got a lot of.
I know. I was trying to let you. You said you wanted to go comment, so I didn't want to get in a whole comment war with you again here.
Yeah, if you watched the show, that didn't go good. Hey, JJ, appreciate you having here. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't. So I have Zeke, Miles Sanders, and Elijah Mitchell as running backs. At wide receiver, I have Tay Adams, Jefferson, DJ Moore, and Lockett. Dude wants to trade me Mixon and Mike Williams for DJ Moore. Mixon and Mike Williams for DJ Moore? Man, that's something that I would honestly entertain.
I would take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You're getting a running back and a receiver. Mixon's only day to day. It doesn't look like it's a long-term injury. It looks like it was a low ankle sprain, which could just be taped up and played on. They said he avoided that high ankle sprain. So if you're giving
that's on top of if somebody offers you Mike Williams for DJ, like you're gonna think about that. So to throw Mixon in there too, like
that tips it over.
And respectfully is not a fan of Mixon. So for him to say that carries a lot more value than what I was gonna say, because I would jump on that right away.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I would take Mixon for DJ Moore straight up. So the fact that you're getting Mike Williams with that, I'm taking.
See, I looked at it the other way. Hey, I'm taking Mike Williams for DJ Moore. The fact that you're getting Mixon in it, like,
yeah,
so
no.
hey, you got your answer there in a roundabout way. I just know downplay good. Hold on, this is going to be a tongue twister. I just know downplay good players, bad weeks when I talk to people for trades.
Yeah,
yes,
that's that sales aspect of trading. I always like to be able to negotiate like via text when trying to work out a trade, because as we've all known and seen and heard, a lot of people get disrespected by just getting a trade offer without any context behind it. So if you know you're trading with one of those people, you might want to lead with a text first, as I need to heed my own advice here. Because Dustin and I got into it today.
To me.
With a
give me the worst trade in the world.
So
hey,
it's all good.
I did.
A text would have changed it. So it would have changed all of it. So I got to learn.
For sure. Yeah, but hey, that's the most important thing. Like we said, is just know your league, know who you're talking about, know who you're trading. So appreciate that. JJ McVeigh, I sent him Tyler Lockett and Miles Sanders for Mixon, but that's a counter trade. He sent me back above. All right, so
for sure.
Yeah, hurry up.
And that's why I don't send my best offer first, because you never know what people want. You don't know what they want.
Hey, you're right, but like and subscribe, and then go.
And then hit accept.
Hurry up and accept that. JJ, do not trade more. I disagree big time with Jim Bush. Don't listen to this guy. No, just kidding. Listen to him. I know a lot of people are saying that, dude. That's what I'm seeing around the league, is like Moore is that guy. So
I'm just saying, getting a running back. Like, again, I'm not saying Moore's not good, but you're getting a running back and a wide receiver for one. Like, I'll take it. That's why.
Dude, we're not even close. Hey, we're not even close. We're gonna be here for a while. All right. Should I trade Patterson and A-Rob for Sutton? No. Next question. I'm gonna make that one real short and simple, and correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
are you sure? Yeah. Did you say probably?
Yeah, I'm probably sticking with Patterson there.
I'm 100% sticking with Patterson. Mixon.
More so in a PPR.
Hey, Kongs.
I'm usually right there with you, Chris. I'm usually right there with you. But that's just too much.
Kong said Mixon, man. Boo. And as much as I love Mike, TJM is elite. Yeah, hey, I can't argue with that, but on that trade, you got to take it. Ivan, if you can. Yes. He just offered. I'm so tempted to accept. We already told you to accept, so now it's totally up to you. Again, we don't know what's going to happen after this. I'm just saying right now it seems like the best move. Me and Anthony rarely ever agree, so to get both of us to agree, it means something. Ryan, I feel my trade 3 weeks ago, Darren Waller and Miles Sanders for Antonio Gibson and DJ Moore has worked out perfectly. My tight end now is Dalvin Schultz. Hey, you can't ask for much more than that right there. Again, we're getting into DJ Moore, and we feel like we said, Gibson's best days are ahead of him. So that's not a bad move. Papa Conks. I don't even the fantasy boardroom, I guess I'll say. We call them Chris, we call them everything. If you have a good record and can afford to wait, Those guys out for a couple of weeks, then I absolutely would. All right, if you could just translate this for me, you got chat.
Oh no, he was. Ivan was. He's just talking about Ivan's trade, I believe. For he just offered it, so I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm not sure where that is. Anyway, we'll move on. Jedi Mind Trick says I'm on the Lavishka side too.
Smart man.
I had to get on a sneeze there. I hit the mute. I'm on the Lavishka side too. Not gonna lie. Plus, you're right. They're gonna have more coverage on Jones now. So yeah, that's what we do. Breaking that down. Dimboy says I agree about DJ Moore, but I think Mixon is actually a huge upgrade from Miles and Mitchell. That's why I said yes. I agree. And he says, I mean, if he plays, Dimboys is saying he'd do that one, Ivan. So he's in agreement there. Fantasy Boardroom says Moore is definitely the guy. Dustin, and a running back that can't stay healthy. I mean, I agree. But when he does, you could throw him in for a couple weeks.
Ann agrees.
Nobody's running backs are staying healthy for the most part. They're all gonna get nicked at some point, unless you can do it. So the more quantity you can kind of get of quality, then I'll take it. If I can turn one player into two like that.
And I'll say this: I run these questions by, even in my league, I'm running them by Ant, I'm running them by Mike all day. Hey, I'm sending it for the last couple of days. I've been sending you guys trade after trade after trade. Like, hey, what do you guys think about this? So I do the same thing you guys do. Sometimes it's just for reassurance. So that's why we're here.
Yeah. Are you high on A-Rob for the future? I think there's definitely potential there with Fields. I think your buy low window is now. So again, if you wanted to take a chance on it, go ahead. It's not that, bad of a trade. Again, because you're getting that quantity. If you're hurting at wide receiver, then go for it. But I kind of like that dual eligibility with Patterson, and why not just kind of write out that waiver wire edition that you probably got. Have it produced for you if you can, and when it's done, you can easily drop it and move on if that's the case. So that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. Moving on.
Yep. So with you guys saying I should accept the trade, who do I start at flex? Mike Williams or Tyler Lockett?
Man, that's a tough one. Hey, so stay tuned at the end of the week. It's going to make more sense. Me right now, I'm going to have to look at matchups, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you stay tuned for our next shows. Stay tuned for the Friday and Sunday show. And we'll be able to tell you as far as matchups, stuff like that, once we get into that kind of stuff. Is that fair to say, Ant?
Yeah, because Mike and I dive into the cornerback matchups. We're going to dive into, defensive ratings, what defenses have been doing against these guys, matchups, just team matchups, potential game scripts. We're going to go over-unders, what teams favor. So we dive into all that. We start our research on that, come tomorrow. So, we're just kind of prepping for trade talk and, things like that tonight. So.
Hey, this next question already got my attention. Go ahead.
Yeah. Would you guys trade Calvin Ridley straight up for Terry McLaurin? Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
That's highway robbery.
I did trade Terry McLaurin for Nick Chubb.
Agreed, Ryan.
But yeah.
Agreed, Ryan. Fantasy board saying no, I'm actually not super high on A-Rob on my own show tonight. I talked him down, even though he's a personal favorite. Love Patterson too. The ride will be fun, but he will ultimately turn into a pumpkin again. A-Rob will eventually produce as Fields progresses. And that's basically, we're kind of basically said the same thing.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, so that's good stuff there. So we finally caught up to the chat here. We still have people here.
Hey, just get out. Hey, just get out.
2 hours now. So we appreciate it, man. We got to get out. Appreciate you guys, man. Take care. Again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. We'll be back live on Friday, Mike and I, for the Start Sit show. I just plugged in everything we're going to do there. So Dustin, appreciate you, man. Getting us going here tonight.
Ivan, hey, next show.